What's going on, you guys? Hope you are doing well. I haven't uploaded in quite a while, maybe like about a month. And I was consuming. I was consuming too much content, too much food, too much stuff, and not enough producing. Okay, we were meant to produce, to create, not just consume. The reason why I say that is because we are a piece of God. Whether you are religious or not, we are all a piece of God. And God is a creator. He created this world, He created us and everything in it. And because of that, we are creators as well. You may not realize the effects that consumption has on you right now, but when you look at your life and you are asking yourself, why am I not where I want to be? Why does my life feel so dull? I know I am destined and meant for more. It is because of consumption. You are consuming too much, you are not creating enough, and you are comparing yourself to everybody else you see online. How many people have you watched online today? How many videos have you scrolled through today? Can you even name me 3 videos out of the hundreds you've watched already? You couldn't. I couldn't either. I'd be like, there on my worst days, I've scrolled through thousands of videos. If you tell me at the end of that doom scrolling session, could I remember even 3 videos? I probably couldn't. It's all a waste of time. Stop consuming nonsense. Start creating something worthwhile. When you create, you give yourself meaning. You wake up with a purpose when you start creating. Okay, it could be something very small, but that small thing turns into something bigger with time, with consistency. And you never know where your creation will take you. You can create literally anything you want. I'm not telling you have to be a YouTuber or an influencer. I was looking at Koenigsegg, who is this guy who loved cars, and he has built the Koenigsegg brand, which is comparable to like Bugatti, McLaren. They are hypercars. And it's all because he had the idea to create an automobile that he loved. And he told himself, if I don't do this now, I will never be able to do this. And he has created a hallmark vehicle. A Koenigsegg car is even more sought after than a Bugatti. And that's all from one guy who had just a small idea. And he decided to pursue that idea. And look what it has turned into. You know, this life is very, very malleable. You can literally create anything that you want and you can make it happen, especially with the internet, with how fast things go viral. You can literally make an impact. When you are just consuming, you are not putting out any value. There's probably so much knowledge that you have that you are just keeping to yourself. And when you are not taking action and you're just storing all that knowledge is not helpful. I'm a great example of that. I've been on my personal development journey for about 8 years now. I've read tons of books. I've went to seminars. And with all this information, I don't really share it with other people. My goal is to explain things and concepts to people and share my ideas with other people online via YouTube, like this video you are seeing now. But I have done a terrible job of creating, and I have just consumed like most people do today. You have TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all these social media platforms, and there is definitely not enough creators. There are too many people consuming and not creating. You may think, well, it's already saturated. There's already so many people creating. Why would I make a difference? But the reason you would make a difference is because you have information most people don't already know. You know things better than most people in your specific niche or your specific interest, and your personality, your story, your background. People will like listening to you. It doesn't have to be a podcast. It doesn't have to be a video. You could create online letters. You can create videos. You can create art. You can create a business. You can create anything you can think of. And it's important you do this because we have too much consumption. It's actually sin to only consume and not produce. We were meant and designed to produce. If you have a kid, what do you want out of your kid? Do you want them to just consume all day long, get out of bed, doom scroll through social media, and not create anything of value? Or do you want them to make an impact? When we create things with our two hands and our brain, we are literally making an impact. There are certain people out there who want to hear your specific voice, your background, your personality, the way you put a spin on things. Sure, we have thousands of fitness influencers, thousands of personal development coaches, but out of these thousands of people, none of them are like you. And that is very important. You can create a significant impact. And that's what I really want you to take serious today. Look at how much consumption that the world around us is taking in. Look at all the social media platforms. Look at all the food that we have on demand. Uber Eats, DoorDash. We can have any cuisine we want in a matter of minutes. All we do is consume, and too much consumption puts a strain on your creative ability, and it will prevent you from taking action. I spiraled out of control because I consumed too much. And when you consume a lot of information and you have so much information, you tend to not know what to do with it. You're in this period of analysis paralysis. You're analyzing too much. You have too much information overload, and you just do nothing. You absolutely just do nothing. That's what I have been focusing more on, is just relaxing, being present, not consuming as much, and consuming things that are slower paced, like books. That is the main thing I only consume these days is books. I try to not go on TikTok and Instagram and all that. I will catch myself doom scrolling here and there, but it won't turn into hours. It'll turn into a couple minutes. I'll turn it off. I'll realize, damn, I'm scrolling. It's going to turn into too much scrolling and too much consumption, and I got to stop. So my message to you today is stop consuming so much. Reduce the amount you consume. Start creating. Think of things you want to create. And if you don't know what you want to create what you consume. If you like watching personal development, how to better your life, how to implement habits in your life, talk about that. Talk about your journey, your struggles. People want to hear it. People want to be able to relate. It's harder for me and you to relate to an influencer who has hundreds of millions of followers and subscribers because they are living a life that me and you can't really conjure up, where people like me and you, we are more normal. We probably have jobs like everybody else, but we have a side passion project, and people like to listen and to relate to somebody that sounds like they're going through the same things that they are. So don't underestimate the power that you have. You have a lot of power. You have a lot of skills. You have a lot of knowledge. And there are a lot of people out there waiting for you to create that thing. So with that being said, guys, if you like this video, if you like this sort of content, consider subscribing to this channel. I'll be coming out with more self-development, self-improvement content and ways that you can better yourself and better your life, because we need more people out there who are preaching, self-development, becoming the best version of yourself, consuming less, doing more, and being the man that you are meant to be. Because when you are the man you are meant to be, you're happy, you feel fulfilled, and the people around you will live a better life. And then when the people around you live a better life, your community lives better. And that's how you make the world a better place. Just focus on yourself, focus on your habits, focus on the daily tasks. Okay. I love you guys, and I will see you all on the next video.